Stretch and release.
Hi, I'm Dilpreet. I'm an online fitness coach and the founder of Little Tank Fitness. With Little Tank Fitness, I get to coach clients from around the world. I absolutely love what I do, helping change lives. I work with a lot of South Asian women as well to break those societal norms when it comes to exercise and lifting weights. It's been over 10 years since I've been in the fitness industry, and I still love what I do.
All right, so let's get into this stretch with Dilpreet.
Woo, woo.
Yes. So today we're going to focus on hips, lower body in general. Let's just say lower body into back is the area we're going to focus on for our stretch aspect. We're going to work on helping her squat feel nicer. She gets nice and low in her squat, but we're going to help it to feel a little bit easier and nicer so that she can throw that weight on her.
Pick up those weights. Lightweight. Right.
All right. While we loosen up their hips. So I'm going to start with your hips and opening your hips mobility and just warming them up a little bit. Who is Dilpreet? Outside of this little tank, who are you?
Outside of Little Tank.
Exactly.
Dilpreet is quite the dork. 100%. Very dorky. Loves to hang out with her friends. Loves to have a good time. Dancing and music are life. Like, I just go with the flow. I'm not some pro dancer, but anytime I listen to music, it may sound cheesy, but it just literally runs through my body. I could be in the worst mood possible, and if my favorite song comes on, boom, done. Mood's elevated. So kitchen dance parties, maybe stepping on stools or a table.
Or pumping on the ground.
Yeah.
In dirty hotels.
Or that. Yeah.
There's a side joke.
Yeah.
I was like, someday soon.
Someday soon you'll see that.
I
video.
have a video.
Being adventurous, trying new things. Having a couple cocktails or wine. I love that as well. And Netflix. Sometimes, I find that I need to reset because Dilpreet is usually very hyper and bubbly and go, 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 go. But there's days where she just needs a Netflix marathon with some good food and, either tea, coffee, or wine. Those are usually the liquid preferences.
Tea. What's your favorite tea?
I like something with mint. I think mint is just so refreshing.
It's so good for your digestive system.
Yeah. Like the winter mint.
I drink tea all year round. I don't need it to be hot. I don't need it to be cold. I'm gonna drink tea.
That's like with coffee. People think I'm so weird when I get hot coffee on a really hot day.
It's good. It regulates your body temperature.
Yeah, the baristas will be like, "Is that cold?" No. Can I get the hot one, please? My friends are like, "You're so weird." I'm like, "Hey, regulation." Look at India, right? India's always hot and everyone's drinking chai.
Oh, yeah.
And it's chai, not chai tea. It is chai. That's it. No chai tea.
You heard it here first, folks.
Just chai.
Something new every day.
Yeah, you go to Starbucks. I'm like, it's not chai tea because chai means tea. It's literally
That's exactly
tea.
What it means. Tea.
Can I get tea?
That's not the first time I did that. I knew that, and then I was like, oh yeah, I actually did forget that.
Tea.
Oh, hilarious. What is the song right now that you can't not dance to?
Oh, honestly, the song has been with me for months and months, and one of my friends, Rebecca, every time we're together and the song comes on, we go nuts. Doesn't matter where we are. It's Gimme Gimme by ABBA. Such a classic. Yeah. I think it's because we have a special memory of it. We were having such a great time at Piccolo, and the song came on. And when the song came on, we were just all in a great mood. Everybody was dancing. So now I think it just reminds us of those good vibes and good memories.
When you said Gimme Gimme, the first Gimme Gimme came to my head.
Britney Spears.
I and literally it was playing in my head. I'm like,
That's a great song too. That's a really good one.
That's a great
There's
song.
a remix, right? Isn't there with T.I. or something?
Probably.
Yeah, really,
I was like,
really good.
I don't know, but probably.
But yeah, ABBA.
Oh my gosh, hilarious! I love it.
I am Punjabi. I was born in Canada, but my parents were born in Punjab in India. My mom came to Canada when she was 16, and then my dad 28 maybe, around there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I can speak Punjabi.
I've seen that. I watched your YouTube
Oh, you did?
video.
It's like the monkey emoji.
I do my research. If you're coming on this show, know that I'm gonna know some stuff.
Love it.
And I was like following along, and I was like, I literally was like, I love this. I was totally just kind of like, you know why? Because I was like, I've never seen this. Like, that's why.
Yeah,
That was like the big thing.
It was a passion project during COVID. I wasn't expecting anything out of it. I just wanted to help. And I found that was the biggest hurdle when it came to South Asians and Punjabis is they just didn't know how to exercise, and it was intimidating. And a lot of them can't speak or understand English fluently. So I thought I can speak it. So why not just put some videos out so, they can get started at home? Because most of us have been scared to go to the gym the first time. It's intimidating, especially when you don't know how to exercise. So if you can start from the comfort of your own home, that's going to build the confidence for you to then be able to go. And it was really nice. I had messages from people in Australia and England saying that their parents and aunts and uncles were trying out the stuff in their living room, and they're like, thank you for posting that. I'm like, hey, perfect. Couple lives were affected by this. I'm like, that makes me happy. Yeah, because we should all get the chance to learn how to exercise.
And feel comfortable with it, right?
Yeah. That there's so many like societal norms or barriers that stop women from lifting weights and exercising. And I think people like you and I have the gift to change that mentality in this world. And if we have that gift, I think it's important we use it, have an impact on this world, and everyone deserves to be healthy and confident, and especially women. In my culture, and I know probably your culture too, the confidence can lack a lot for women, and they rely on men for that confidence, and they don't really have their own identity. And I think with fitness, you can create that confidence or find that confidence and build your own identity and be your own person because you feel so empowered. You feel good, you feel empowered, you feel in control, and that you're doing this for you. No one else is doing the work for you. You are. And you're not relying on anyone else to give you that feeling or give you those results. So that's why I feel you and I are such advocates for fitness because it empowers women.
100%.
And it's, even though it's 2022, we still have to fight for ourselves, Constantly.
So many different ways.
So many. My goodness. Sometimes my head just tilts. Like when something comes up, I'm like, did you just see that?
It's so ridiculous. And it's like, I don't think a lot of, because I've never experienced it, of how being strong, like physically strong, is empowering.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to work with this lady, and she was older. She didn't start working out until she was in her 50s, right? And it wasn't a weight loss thing. It was she just wanted to be able to take care of herself. And she was telling me the story of going to the grocery store and getting her groceries, and then the guy being like, oh, can I help you with your groceries? And she had like the big 24-pack of water, and she's like, no, I got it. And she was like, that was the proudest moment of my whole life. I
love that. And that's a daily activity, right? Applicable in your day-to-day life. Oh, I love that.
Oh, I love it so
Woo.
much. She's
One trip, baby.
right? That's exactly it. She used to give me so much jokes about that. She was funny.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And it's never too late to start
Oh my god.
because you're only gonna better your life
Yep.
quality. So it's the quality of life that you live, and start now, start slow, and then you can carry your groceries in one trip and just feel like a badass.
Oh my gosh. It's like,
That's amazing.
and just like movement in general. Like movement can be so empowering, being able to just like pick things up, do things, you get to do more, your energy. It just affects so many things in so many different ways.
Yeah, especially for moms. I work with a lot of moms, and the number one thing that they say is that they want to have energy and be able to keep up with the kids, and that's why they start taking care of themselves. And I'm not a mom, and I don't fully understand of how busy that lifestyle is. Like, I've seen it through clients, but if you can take 20 minutes out of your day for yourself to get some sort of like sweat going on or exercise, that's going to make a huge difference. Even if it's 15-20 minutes, like, you should be able to carve that time out for yourself in the day, and then you just feel so much stronger, you feel more empowered, you feel more in control, especially in like a chaotic world that we live in, whether you're a mom, whether you're working all the time and career driven, you still need a little bit of that downtime. Oh my god.
I knew. I was like, I'm just gonna be silent for a second because I know this is gonna
I can feel right in the back of my leg. I was so tired. I'm like, my body feels like a disaster.
It feels worse than if you had worked out.
Yeah.
That's the thing they always
Sitting
is
terrible. Oh my gosh.
Glutes are always intense.
Yeah. Probably especially because I worked them out too Wednesday. It was a good glute workout.
What's your favorite body part to train?
Legs.
Yeah.
I love training legs. So I love training legs for a couple reasons. You just feel so strong because their lower bodies can lift more.
Yeah.
So I find it's just so empowering and seeing like how much I can lift, what I can do. And then number two, of course, like aesthetics.
Yeah.
I just like the way that it shapes my legs and glutes. And when I wear clothes, personally for me, I just feel confident. And it's like a sign of hard work, when you're in shorts and the quads are like jiggling and you see the muscle. I'm like, I work for that.
I also love
How about you?
For me?
Sorry, cut you off.
I don't know. I think core is probably the easiest thing for me to work out.
Yeah.
Like I've always been like a hardcore.
Ooh.
No pun intended.
Dad jokes.
I was like, I said it and I was like, oh. I've been a hardcore like cheerleader of working core and making sure your core is strong.
Yeah.
Because I used to have like major back issues.
Yeah.
And when I understood the combination of strong core, especially with your TVAs, your transverse abdominis, like making sure that was engaged, and pelvic muscles and all the connections within that. As soon as I understood that better and got mine working properly, my back.
It's honestly, I find you have to be consistent with pull-ups and push-ups. I tell clients the same thing. I'm like, you can't just do it once a month. You have to do it often. So yeah, you could be walking to the bathroom. Oh, let me just pump some like pull-ups. Coming out. Okay, let me do some more.
Exactly. It's so funny. Whenever my nieces come to visit, they're always like, "How do you do that?" I'm like, "Sure."
Aww.
And then there's one point where my youngest niece, she was like obsessed with push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she could do like 20 in a row.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I was like,
good for her.
Yeah, and I was like, she's like, look, Auntie Judy, I can do 20 in a row, and I was like,
that's amazing.
Every time I always say, I'm like, I do a lot of this, like of what I do is for my nieces, and then she'll do something like that, and I'm like,
Oh, it's working. They're inspired,
yeah.
especially when they start that young.
Oh yeah.
Just setting a strong foundation for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
So funny. And I like the fact that it's like I can keep up with them. I was in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Our hometown.
Yeah, Winnipeg. We will always be Winnipeg
I know.
girls.
Prairie
Always.
Girls for life. Prairie Girls for life.
Yeah.
My mutual friend Warren.
Yeah.
I was at her house playing with her 3-year-old son in his bouncy house. And I'm like, let's go.
That's the best time. Bouncy castles and oh my God, sign me up.
Yeah. We had so much fun in Winnipeg. I was like, that's Winnipeg. That's the one thing I feel like. Okay, so you moved to Toronto how long ago?
Almost 2 years ago.
And what made you make it?
Winnipeg, I found, I mean, number one, I could not stand the winters. Even though I was born and raised there, it just, no. I need sun, and I know we get winter here too, but it's not that bad. And opportunities, I feel it's such a comfortable lifestyle in Winnipeg. You know, the 9 to 5s, you go home and just chill out, go to sleep, repeat. You know, it's there wasn't too many exciting things happening, and I also wanted to move out, be on my own, and you know, being an Indian girl, parents they'll just keep you until you get married. They'll just keep you forever. But I knew,
my parents would.
Right?
Like, get out.
Oh, really?
My parents are like 17. Out.
Oh. My parents were like, no, like you have like a home, and it was just too much. You know, I wanted to be my own person, and I needed that independence and growth. I mean, I've always been an independent person. Started working when I was like 16 or 15, and I just felt it was time. I'm like, okay, I need to be in the world on my own because my mom and dad are not going to take care of you, you know, for the rest of your life. And decided to move. And at the time, things were getting better. Things were opening up. Life seemed normal. I moved here. And 10 days later, the whole thing shut down. So, but it was okay.
But you already had your online going.
Yeah, I had a little bit of online clients, and then I worked at F45 like on the side. I still do. But yeah, it gave me the chance to still work on the online coaching and settle in. I think if I had moved here when it was really busy, it probably would have been super hard to get adjusted to the city. How about you? You left a long time ago, but
I left a million years ago. I left straight out of high school.
Wow, you did.
Yeah, I was like, let me get out of here. I was like, if I don't leave now, I'm gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
Right? Because you get comfortable.
You do.
Right? I joke about like my parents kicking me out of it. My dad was literally like, I will give you an allowance and buy you a car if you don't go away for university. Yeah. You stay here and live here.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go away. I went to University of Windsor. It was the #1 track school in Canada at the time.
Wow.
And so I wanted to see what was going on, and I same thing. I wanted my independence. Like I literally felt like I was really so dependent on my parents. I felt like I was very sheltered, and I didn't really know much about the world. Yeah. I was like, I found out a lot of things the hard way.
Yep. Step into the world, you're like, whoa.
I was like, oh,
that's so nice.
Oh, this is real people. Okay, great. Lovely. Hello, heartbreak.
Yep.
Kind of like went into debt, like all sorts of things. Like, you know, just kind of had to learn things the hard way. It's the story of my life.
Learning how to make lemonade.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think figuring it out also helped to make me more resilient. Right? That was really important.
Yeah. Got a family and kids. Quiet there, cheaper there. You can get a big house for like 800 something thousand even, you know. That here would be like 5 million.
Oh, yeah. Like growing up with like that big backyard, you know.
Yeah.
To school, you know, you get that bus, not TTC, you know, like it just feels safer. It feels like, you know, you have a little bit more community. Yeah. Here, it's much friendlier. and more, you know, people look out.
It's
for
very
each other.
friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge adjustment. I would say coming to Toronto, you know, back home, like where I lived in my neighborhood, everyone said hi. The kids said hi, good morning. Came here, you know, you try to say good morning to someone that lives on your floor, and you get ignored. I'm like, oh, well then.
There's still
What happened to
humanity.
humanity? Those are some things that I do appreciate about Winnipeg. Definitely. I mean, the license plate is friendly Manitoba.
I always say that.
Right? Like, yeah.
I always tell people that.
Do people ever say to you that you're not from here?
Not as much anymore.
Okay.
When I first moved, they said I had an accent. But people used to be like, "Oh, you have an accent. Where are you from?" I'm like,
Accent?
Winnipeg.
Not that far.
I know, and this is like Ontario people. The next province over. Like, do people always be like, "Oh, you're from Edmonton, right?"
Sometimes I'm
All
like,
the time.
no.
I was like, why can't you? Like, how is Winnipeg and Edmonton the same?
Yeah.
Like, if they have the same letter, I understand. But
like, did you not take Canadian geography?
They did not.
No.
I don't. I feel like nobody learns about us.
They don't. Winnipeg's underrated. I will say that.
It is.
Yeah, it's definitely underrated. Lots of great people. Summers are great there. Lots of cottages nearby.
Oh yeah.
And people are just helpful and friendly, and especially, I mean, talk about winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Winnipeg, if you get stuck, somebody is there to help you.
Yeah.
They will be
Push
late.
your car.
They will be late for their work to help you push your car out.
Because everybody has shovels in their back of the car, so they'll help shovel you out. They'll push.
Yeah.
People will come.
Next thing you know, there's 6 people trying to push your car, and they're just random strangers. Yeah. I do love that.
Toronto?
No, yeah, that's why when I moved here, people were like, "Oh, you're not from here, are you?" I'm like, "How can you tell? Because you're nice."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? Right?
It is. No, it's
because I'm nice.
100%. People still say that. They're like, "Oh, you're really nice," and I was like, "You're supposed to be."
Humans are supposed to be nice. I think it's the city life.
It's so crazy to me. But it's not. Because, like, you know what's so funny? Because people always talk about how, like, New Yorkers are, like, rude or whatever. New Yorkers are the nicest people ever.
I've never been.
New York, they will do, you know, like, the same thing in Winnipeg. If you're stuck or, like, something happens, New Yorker will be there right there. Be like, "Yo, you need help? Oh, let me go get," like, it's
really
intense. It's intense. Like, it comes off as really harsh because their, like, accent is very intense.
Yeah.
But at the end of the time, end of the day, they're gonna help you out. Like, if you need to go, like, yeah, every once in a while you get robbed, but
just don't go to those areas.
And you never know
once in a while.
You never know who or when or where. Right?
It can happen anywhere.
But at the same time, the majority, like, there's always like some random dude on some corner will be like, "What? Oh, you look lost. Well, you need to go." And I'll be like, "You go. Okay, take the 10 train, go up those stairs, go down here, go." Like, they'll help you out. Every time I go shopping in New York, I end up shopping with some random woman. So she'll be like, "Oh, those look cute on you," and I was like, I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "You should get those," and then we end up shopping together.
Oh, I love that.
Like, every time.
Like, see, it's like, I guess, you know, I've only heard from people like, "Oh, the people are not that friendly." See, it's like a, yeah.
Oh my God, people are super friendly.
People are intense. They're not friendly. Oh.
Yeah, full conversation with stranger.
Take notes, Toronto.
Yeah, don't have to exchange names and nothing. You just, whoever's standing beside you, you just sit there and talk to them.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Take notes.
Yeah. Way nicer.
Okay, so let's just try city.
Yeah, Toronto's nice. I'll say that forever. Until y'all get it together.
Oh
my gosh.
But I do, like you said, I do appreciate the diversity and culture and acceptance, and, you know, there's just so much, there's so much diversity here, which I appreciate, which was different from Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. More open-minded here.
It gets to hear how smart you are. I was like, how many degrees we got? Like, what? Like, you have a degree in exercise science?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And, like, it's just kind of like, you're so smart, you're so talented, and you're so kind, but I don't feel like I 100% got that just from watching your social media.
Yeah.
It wasn't until, like, I spoke to you and talked to you until I got that. So I was like, I was like, I really need to have her come on here. So
Aw,
people can
thank
see that.
you. I find sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually funny. I was thinking about that on the drive here.
Mhm.
My mind goes like a million miles per hour, and it's because someone else also, like one of my other friends made a comment too, and one of my guy friends, and he's like, you don't see the full deal on social media. And then I sat there, I'm like, I guess because the way that I am with like my friends and how I'm chatting with you, it feels more organic that way as opposed to being on social media and trying to do it for the camera. Like I just don't find that it's as authentic if I'm like, oh, I need to be funny, like, let me try. But if I was having more video conversations with friends, then obviously it's gonna be the real me.
Yeah.
But that is something that I was thinking about. I'm like, people probably think like, oh, like yeah, you know,
All she does is exercise. She has no life.
yeah, like as she exercises and we see some laughs and smiles. It's usually in my stories that I'll share like the most random things, like, oh, you guys, I got attacked by a bird today, twice, which happened in June or May. The same bird attacked me twice.
Oh my God.
Not my friend, but me. And I wasn't even doing anything. I was just going for a casual walk, and it came out of the tree and it started flapping, and my friend was like, what is happening? And I screamed and ran. And then the first time it hit my ear, like it came out of the tree and it went right by my ear, and I froze. I'm like, what just happened? And my friend's like, a bird just hit you. And it was the same one. She was probably protecting like the nest, but I was far away, far, and my hair was open, so maybe it just like, I don't know, thought it was like
Some thought you were a predator.
yeah, a lion. But yeah, hearing that from you and from my friend, like I do like that it brings more like self-awareness to me, and I guess it's trying to find ways on how to share that side of me on social media, being authentic and not being fake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But social media is the highlight reels, and
I know.
you can't tell someone's personality. That's it's like another friend, and until I followed him on Instagram, and then we became friends after. And when we became friends, I was like, "You're so funny. You're like so chill and funny." But on Instagram, just comes across as like intense and like muscular, right? I'm like, "Oh my god, you're like the sweetest person."
Yeah, but it's hard though, right?
It is hard to show.
Because you have to keep it short, you have to keep it sweet, like
Yeah.
like there's so many things that you're trying to engage at the same time.
Yeah.
That is just kind of like, and like what's working versus like, okay, is that even important? Like it seems to be working otherwise.
Yeah.
So.
And when I used to make content back in Winnipeg, which I do miss with my friend, because we were always together, I felt like you could see more of my personality because her and I were just like, being silly. And even if she was recording me, we'd be in a silly mood already, and you would see a bit more.
Yeah.
But now, because I'm alone all the time, I don't want to fake it.
Yeah.
But I'll make some more efforts. Stories, though.
Genuine Winnipeg girl in you. Genuineness, I feel about Winnipeg.
Yeah, Winnipeg definitely has that. You, Warnick. I mean,
not as bad.
I mean, I can feel it, but
it's not
as toit. Yeah, this one's usually more inflamed.
I say that and then I'm like,
I can feel it like in the sides here. Feels nice. I feel more limber after. How many years now has it been that you've been doing this?
Honestly, it's so funny because everybody asks me that, and then I'm like, it's been forever, and then I'm like, it's been
4 years. Yeah.
Like it feels like I've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's only actually been 4.
That's still a decent amount of time. Yes.
I guess.
What made you get into this?
I wanted to, because as a trainer, I just like I wanted to help my clients more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I felt like I wasn't like people get injured and then I didn't really understand how to help them.
Right.
And I just kind of wanted to understand it, right?
Yeah.
So just kind of like, oh, like you're making good gains and all of a sudden you're injured. Right? And
Yeah.
like, and then just me trying to be like, okay, maybe if I understand it more, then I know at least where to direct them. Try to stay as relaxed as possible.
Okay.
Take a deep inhale and exhale.
Oh, that feels nice.
Oh. Doctors.
Ooh, let's get on the back too.
Get your hands here. Just get a little bit intimate and interactive.
I don't mind.
You know, everybody needs a little touch therapy.
They do.
Yep. People don't realize how much of the manual therapy that they get is just about being touched.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah.
Touched lovingly with care.
Literally a hug.
Yeah. And as a therapist, it's like you have to be really careful with your energy.
Yeah.
The energy you're transferring through your touch.
Absolutely.
Intention is.
Because the trust is so important. Yeah. I had a weird experience when I was in Moncton.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it wasn't very comfortable.
No.
Like it was a massage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was laying there. I'm like, this energy just doesn't align with what I'm looking for right now. I'm like, I think we're getting a little too close to areas we shouldn't be close to.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Like I've had people be close to areas, but I have the trust because I can sense the energy. But then when there's weird energy, I'm like, like, should I run out of this room right now? But I can't because I'm naked under the sheets almost.
Oh
But yeah, you have to be.
You can yell stop at any time.
Yeah.
Anytime. In any scenario.
Yeah.
I did a whole look at the camera.
Any scenario.
Any.
Yeah. And then I guess when I was laying there, I was in and out of sleep too. And then I'm like, am I overthinking this? But yeah, I probably should have said something. Because, sometimes we're like, oh no, like, am I just overthinking it because so many things are happening in this world right now?
Yeah.
Like, should I just chill out? But then it's like,
see, that's the thing. Why do we know?
What, right? What?
So we're going to do a little bit of this or that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather work chest or back?
Ooh. I like both, but we'll go with back. Mm-hmm. Quads.
I feel they show up more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can't see them.
Yeah.
Abs or forearms.
Oh. I should probably work on my calves. Yeah. We'll say calves.
You already have the trust factor.
Yep. Lots of it.
All right. So you're going to just take a deep inhale and exhale.
Ooh. Different positions. Amazing.
Keep that right there.
It's like when you're on the adductor machine in the gym. Like don't look
up.
Sometimes though, oh my god, I was doing hip thrusts one day, like in Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the Smith machine doing them. Someone was at the calf raise. And then I looked because I saw that they were looking. So I just locked eye contact and kept hip thrusting and just staring at him until he got uncomfortable.
Good.
And then he
that's how it should
finally
be.
finally looked away and he turned red. I was like, you want to stare?
It's so weird because there's so many times, like even recently, I swear I was getting like this guy was choosing his machines based on where I was in the gym.
Oh, they
It's
do
like,
that.
I
Yeah,
was just
that
kinda
happens.
like, I see you.
Yeah.
I'm aware. Like, there's no, like, this gym is huge. They all have, like, different sections. It's just like, how do you keep ending up wherever I am?
Yep.
Like, you're just on the same routine that I am?
They just follow you.
Like,
That is
so weird.
creepy.
I feel at one point he was videoing.
Yeah, that happens too. Yep.
So
It's like, what do you, like, just, yeah, at those
So
moments.
weird. The ladies, don't stop going to the gym.
Yeah, don't stop going to the gym. You just have to ignore. And if you catch them doing something, fight for yourself. I've literally told somebody off at the gym, took my headphones off. I'm like, do you have a problem? And he was like, huh? Like, you have been following me in the gym. You've been staring at me for weeks. This is when I was a personal trainer. I'm like, to the point that my clients have told me that you're doing this. Do you have a problem? If there's something, say it to my face. He's like, no. I'm like, then don't effing follow me or look at me while you're at the gym. He stopped coming at the same time that I used to like train. He started coming at a different time because I told him off. So defend yourself.
Yes.
Stand up for yourself. Tell him off.
That's so important.
They are. Feet are so important. The shoes we wear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And like so much of like the pain that I experienced like back in the day came from the feet and the ankles. And we all think it's like, oh yeah, my back hurts, but it's like, why does your back hurt? Oh, I love the concept of this. You know, I love because then you don't focus so much on like the tension and the pain like from the stretches. You just like let it be.
Yeah. It's kind of, and like someone told me that this is what they said. They said that when they're answering questions, they feel a little bit more relaxed in the questions.
Yeah.
And you feel like you just kind of just flows out of you a little
Yeah.
bit more.
It just feels natural. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, that was awesome. Better. Like it feels easier to get down. Yeah, not as stiff. Sweet, thank you. That was great. Today was phenomenal. I'm telling you, I feel limber. Physically, I would say for sure around the ankle area and the glutes, and then just mentally and spiritually, I just feel more calm. I'm someone that has a hard time relaxing, but something like this helped me relax. Just continuing to build my online coaching business and, you know, continuing to help the South Asian community when it comes to fitness and keep breaking those norms. Yeah, and I find most of my clientele now is from the South Asian community, and women are lifting weights and getting stronger and even feeling comfortable enough to wear a sports bra to the gym now, and that makes me happy. So I'm gonna continue to do that.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Dilpreet, and I've just been stretched and released by Devon MD Jones. Thank you.
And release.